So even though I have LTE service with my cell phone provider, you're going to see how difficult I have time sending an email to my doctor. Because, I'm going to have not be licensed in medical malpractice. Look how long it's taking. Last time I tried sending my lawyer, because I went to send the email, it turned into a draft, and then it deleted half my comments, so I'd forget. So I'm recording it now with my screen recorder. So again, all the perpetrators of the Sioux Area Hospital. There's Tandem right there, and the East Indian one. Like, it's 2025. LTE is the 6th generation cell phone tower. They're fucking idiots. I know all the technology on the planet because I created most of it. So let's see. Let's do some fancy little things like I'm gonna get you. They're forgetting that in Canada there's a $20 bill on. The Queen's on the $20 bill, and the sacred cut is when they augmented my penis. That's why somebody left the book here so I'd see it. So let's see the screenshots. Even though it says I'm supposed to be able to upload all this, so I want to upload these 3 videos here, these 3 pictures. And then my DNA map. I'll do some of this Marcus Aurelius. I'll show how I was aged and how I recovered. And let's see. And then regular back muscles and my back muscles. And did I do the computer assisted talk? So 10 things here. So now, like, when I press done, it should try to upload all 10 of these attachments at once, but it's only going to upload 1 to piss me off. So let's see. 1 attachment. Wow, just like I predicted. So now I do. What was the point of being able to select all those attachments, Google? So now here I have to do this. And look, it's 2025, right? Those are in kilobits. That should have uploaded instantly. Immediately. It shouldn't take minutes to upload a file. They're gonna try to use my entire battery over the next I have an hour to do this. So let's see. So, well, first of all, I'm going to show them the high treason thing. Well, the very first one is high treason for crimes against the sovereign, which is me, Christian Eric Arnie Meyer, as this is a British Commonwealth. There's a queen on the $20 bill. So high treason is 14 years in prison. 14 years in prison for high treason. So anybody that's hijacking my body right now, that's well, just think if carjacking is a felony, hijacking a human body, wow, that's executable by death. In Thailand, you can't even look at the king in the eyes, but they think they can look through the king's eyes. Imagine that. I can't wait to execute them for that. I can't wait. And being sarcastic is the sign of a healthy mind. There we go. It says freedom of expression. Freedom of thought. This says freedom of thought, not freedom of words. They say freedom of thought because Canada knows that computer-assisted telepathy is possible, but they hide it from the human race. They play the internal voice for the average Canadian, but the Canadian public don't realize this. Okay, so there's that. So look how long it's taken to attach once again, because perpetrator, and the screen lit up. So it's perpetrators at the Sioux Area Hospital. They're trying to install evidence. So once again, I'll just show how they mutilated my penis when I was an infant to justify raping me. So I'll go here, I'll go to camera. And here's a picture of my penis where it shows the perfect surgical scar where they augmented my penis. They taped it because they knew I was the true king. Bum, 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 bum. So there's that. So then now I'll show, because there's a sexual profiling system. They've spent trillions of dollars to cultivate sexual deviance for me. They kept me on the other side for 10 days to be able to control the food that I ate. So let's see. So here we go. Trying to get me to forget. It takes a lot of pollution to make me forget. So once again, that picture still hasn't attached, and it's in kilobits. And I have LTE service. That 6th generation, they have quantum computing. They play simulations of different years. It's 2025. The doctor used evidence like social media posts from 2024 to say that I was a threat to myself in 2025. And that the social media posts were taken out of context. My half-sister, I was in Denmark, and as a joke, I'm like, I could stop traffic with my mind. And then I put up my hand, and obviously the car stopped so they wouldn't hit me. And so she put that in there. She's like, oh, he thinks he could stop traffic with his mind. And it was a joke. I said, a mentalist, maybe, maybe not. Right? As a joke. She's a fucking idiot. She's an idiot. The thing is, she would have been queen, but she doesn't have as much royal concentration as mine, so she's jealous. She's the second line, so she's jealous. Ultimately, that's what it is. There's Marcus Aurelius. It looks like my Roman twin. I can't wait to have him de-licensed. He took a bribe. I showed him pictures of me looking mutilated with wrinkles, and I don't look mutilated now because I recover. I have unique telomeres, and I requested to have a physician, look at me the same time that I shouldn't always have to do this. It should always be on the same. It should have been on the same window, but they're making me waste time here, basically. They try to make me forget. And Edward VIII looks like my twin. As Edward VIII would be the second line, I'm the first line. Actually, my half-sister would be the second line. Edward VIII would be the third line, but I'm the first line. Me and my kids are the only royals. And look how long, once again, it's taken to attach the files. Because the Sioux Area Hospital staff, the one East Indian worker that's working tonight, is May 18th, 2025, 8:41 p.m. So let's see, what else did I want to attach here? Well, I got to show how they mutilated my face in January. This is on TikTok. They don't realize that this evidence is already online. It's on TikTok. It's going to prove that it was from January 2025. Look, once you see it. And I showed the doctor, I showed him this picture before we had this thing about whether or not I'm competent enough to make decisions to could decide whether or not I'm medicated. I showed him how wrinkled my face was and how I rejuvenated in the hospital, and he still decided to proceed ahead with it because more than likely he took a bribe. And it's still attached in those files, right? This is what they do. That's why I'm recording it, because I'm going to be able to, I'll take screenshots of my words, because last time when I go to send it, they're going to make it a draft, so I can't send. Now, Tanya, the attendant, there's people in the Sioux Area Hospital. It's a mental health ward. The nurses always have their hands in their pocket because they're hiding. They're trying to hide information. They're trying to splice time. People are supposed to be a threat to themselves or other people. So why would they have their hands in their pocket when they could get hit by one of these patients? They're fucking idiots. Look at how many things are still attaching. And these are in kilobits. Like, look at that. That's 148 kilobits. In 1992, that's, it's 2025. This is LTE. 6th generation cell phone towers. I bought this phone less than a month ago. It was refurbished. It's a 2022 phone though. It's a 2022 phone. It's 2025. So they can't pretend that it's a different year. Okay, what else did I want to put though? Okay, so I have that. Okay, that's all I wanted to put was the high treason, freedom of thought. Okay, so now I have to wait for it to finish attaching. They don't realize I'm screen recording this, so it's going to show all their criminal culpability when I post it on, like, right there. I pressed this button several times. The Canadian government is done. They are done. Okay, so first picture. Crimes against the sovereign are high treason. And sarcasm's a sign of a healthy mind. I could adjust the chemicals in my brain, testosterone and estrogen. So it's impossible for me to have a chemical imbalance. I mentioned this to doctors, and they haven't given me a positron emission tomography that would show, or an ultrasound that would show that I have unique characteristics, or an x-ray. I showed them that I have a different xiphoid process. My rib cage is different, and they still didn't give me an x-ray. All they've done is they're trying to hide their culpability, but it's in their earwax, and it has to get surgically removed by a doctor. I'm the smartest guy that ever lived. I know how to protect myself. Show how in the Charter of Rights there is freedom. Now saying that I'm offline, just as I predicted. Once again, they don't realize I'm recording this with the screen recorder. Like, why would it do this, Google? I'm gonna like Gmail. Why would this do this? Like, as I was typing, why are they trying to delete what I'm typing here? It shows charter freedom. There is freedom. Thought. Not words, because the Canadian Mark Carney is hijacking my body right now, and he shouldn't be aware of this. The truth, that's high treason. Prime ministers have a limited shelf life, right? That's how come they have to get elected every 4 years. Monarchs have an indefinite, term. Monarchies could last thousands of years. I'm biologically immortal. I'm never abdicating the throne, ever. My parents will now. I'm not going to resurrect my parents. They're pretending this guy in the mental health ward is my dad. My dad died 24 years ago, and I'm never abdicating the throne. Never. I'm not, like they're trying to make it like they're trying to get people to gain control of my brain. I'm never allowing somebody to have control of my brain or my biology. They're fucking idiots, and I'm going to execute them for high treason. It's that simple. Okay, so it shows how the Charter writes there is freedom of thought, not words, because the Canadian government knows that with technology, you can hear human thoughts. As we are made up of water, which conducts electricity, so we can be hacked. Ooh. When I said ooh, that was a human hijacker that didn't like that terminology. They're showing their home address right there in subliminal. My Islamic brethren are going to decapitate them. Ooh. Computer assisted telepathy. Proof. So I'm just going to take a screenshot here. Sorry, I remember exactly all the words. Because, like, look at those files still aren't attaching. Like, this is for like several minutes now. Several minutes, and those still aren't attached. I went through 6% battery because of people hijacking my phone. That East Indian worker once again. So computer said telepathy, so 5. Okay, so let's see. There's that one. There's that one. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 shows how entire length of my penis because they keep reduced. They chemically reduced and they tapered. They reduced my son's penis too. It costs lots of money. It costs lots of money to through chemical electrolysis to reduce the length of my son's and my penis. But they think it's advantageous for mankind. And they're generational pedophiles. They rally behind big penis and they reduce my penis size, my son's penis size, and they make my daughter had her breasts were bigger at 13 than they are at 22 because I gave her a hug and I thought, oh my God, my little girl's not a little girl anymore. So people made her breasts smaller after that day. Okay, so let's see. 5 shows my DNA map without and loops on my telephone. Once again, I didn't try to do anything. They're trying to hide culpability. Getting Tanya right there. She's a criminal network, organized crime. Getting them all. They don't realize I'm screen recording this. Well, and loops on my DNA shows without and loops on my telomeres, meaning I shouldn't age past maturity. What else did I want to put? And King's DNA markers. These are the King's DNA markers. When I went to have this done, there was a lookalike of my stepmom who tried to contaminate my DNA sample. Marcus Aurelius, my Roman twin. 7 Edward the 8th. Third string. My half sister would be second. Her jealousy made her for me. So anyways, she lived on Princess Court. I told her the day, like the last time I seen her, that she lived on Princess Court because the royals made her live on Princess Court. And you know what she did? Nothing. She didn't say that I was a mental health risk to myself. She never said that she was well, I was panhandling, and then first car 18's like, okay, somebody one of the business owners said that you were harassing people, and I was posting a video online on TikTok. I have proof of this. I'm going to show in court. And then so then I asked. They're making it so I can't say ASK because of black people, the Beaumont family from Mason Road, so they're going to be executed for high treason. You know, so when I mentioned which owner said this, the car 18's like, I assume. And I'm like, well, you know, when you assume, that makes an ass out of you and me. So you don't assume. Right? So she assumed, and she will have this is all high treason. So when she ran my name, she's like, did you go by an alias? So they didn't even form me under my legal name. They formed me under an alias. And then when I went to... I guess y'all can read it when so Edward the 8th. Oh, okay, that's what I didn't do. I didn't show the back muscles. Good thing I didn't notice that. Edward the 8th. Shows wrinkled face from January 2025. Rejuvenated phase from May 2025. Okay, so once again, the screenshot still hasn't uploaded, and it shows that I have a bar. It shows one bar. So that means I should be getting online, but these people are trying to hack. They don't want me to send this message because they know they're going to be getting high treason, but it's just, I know exactly what they're doing. Part of my, like, they had this system that rewards them, and it's connected to my brain. So I'm not going to screw myself over. They're fucking idiots. They knew my aura is different from every other human on the planet, even including my evolutionary kids, and their aura is bigger than every other human on the planet, right? So if my aura was the same as my evolutionary kids, I'd be like, okay, it's just an evolutionary aura, but it isn't. That means I'm mankind's God. I'm related to Allah, I'm related to Jesus, every deity that ever lived. I have the highest concentration of their blood. And, on Earth, you have a yellow sun, a blue sky, blue ocean, and white clouds. I'm a blonde, blue-eyed guy with white skin. I couldn't have been more obvious that I was going to be blonde hair, blue-eyed. With your sun, your sky, your oceans are mainly blue, navy blue, and the clouds. I couldn't have been more fucking obvious. And they knew when I was 10 days old. Some people knew when I was 10 days old that I was God. And they invited me for 47 plus years. Mr. Mark Carney is, he's done. He's done. And once again, why is it doing this? It's not allowing me to go to, here we go, I changed it from screenshots. So all these screenshots changed. They're trying to make me forget here. But here we go, there's a different back muscle. And once again, I have to go to recent, and then did you notice how when I went to gallery, the screenshots and the screenshots originally were here, then the MobiZen was here, but now it changed. This is how I'm a pattern recognition specialist, and this is how people fuck with my technology. And they're idiots. They can't outwit me. They're idiots. I notice everything. Since I've been in the hospital, they gave me gray pubic hair. My testicles are smaller. It's noticeable in this picture. So this is a kill two birds with one stone picture. It shows the perfect scar on my shaft. When you're circumcised, they take skin off the tip of your penis. They don't augment your penis, and you don't have a scar the entire shaft. They're fucking idiots. Unit phase, so 10 shows regular back muscles. 11 shows my evolved back muscles. So I better take a new screenshot before they make me delete all this. They try to make me press power instead to close Tanya, and she's done. She's an attendant at the fucking Sioux Area Hospital. She has no credentials. She's just an organized crime member, so they're going to be executed. Her entire family's going to... In North Korea, I'm going to be king of the world. So I'm going to enact laws from throughout the world. In North Korea, if you go to prison, your entire family goes to prison. So Tanya's entire family will go to prison for high treason. Anybody that fucks with me, your entire family's going to prison. I'm tired of being violated just because I'm extraordinary. Okay, so now it's time for this. So how come... So they're making me make typos here. How come your diag So every time I say woo, that was a human hijacker that didn't like that. So how come your diagnosis changed from 5 years ago? You said it's bipolar. I've never, schizoaffective disorder with bipolar. I've never exhibited any manic or depressive characteristics. And so if I, like, once again, all typo, like in the future, it's going to show that I'm perfect. You know, they use my mind for perfect directives. So any typo I make is because I'm being hijacked at this moment. How come your diagnosis since I sought asylum in 2019 and haven't. So did you see how they made the cursor jump? This is, once again, getting all perpetrators at the Sioux Area Hospital, pinning them down, using my system of protection to get them. And haven't left the country since then. Why would you say I am a flight risk? I am going to leave the country and seek asylum again, but not while I'm at the hospital. You fucking idiots. The flight risk. When another patient left the hospital and was given smoke breaks, but you deny me smoke breaks. Because of bed 114. There's a lookalike that looks like my former sister-in-law. When I on Cinco de Mayo, the nurse looked like my half sister. The doctor came in. He had the form in his hand even before he evaluated me. So they already predetermined it. They told me, okay, so I'll get to this here. Let's see some brings. Since you want to put me on the same medication, why would you need two? He wants to keep me in here for 2 months, the entire summer, basically 2 months to evaluate. Oh, okay. So the first one with the smoke breaks, it was the Amanda Britton lookalike, and the second one is bed 114. She's the one that wanted me to stay in here for 2 months. I tried to help her out, but why would you need 2 months to evaluate? Other than making me waste entire summer. I didn't want this. This isn't a psychological experiment. They don't acknowledge current information. They're going by information from the 90s, not 2025. Why would you need waste the entire summer? That's why he's going to be executed for high treason. Tool. I was told a member of the community informed me my doctor a family member. They couldn't get their lies straight. I was formed and hospitalized. Here's where they're done. Hospitalized on May 5th, 2025, but the letter from my sister was dated 4 days later. Just so he's delicensed because that. And in court, hearsay. That's heresy. So how do you spell hearsay? So I better screenshot this before they delete my words. I don't use my full capabilities. I'm not using my godly attributes when I do this. I never do. It's too easy for me to use my godly attributes. So I do it slowly but surely. Hearsay. No, once again, it's taking forever. Look at the typo they made me. So when I try to put how come the Canadian government edits my telomeres to cause typos and discredit me, look at how many typos they make me put. I'm going to go to a different room, and once again, they didn't give me a positron emission tomography or let me have an x-ray, and I'm on the basement floor at the Surrey Hospital, but every other person is allowed to have cell phone service. But how come my LTE service doesn't work in the Surrey Hospital whenever I'm making an email that's contentious? So I'm just going to go to the other part where I've had some Okay, so that's Tuesday. They're all going to be executed in the future. So that's why I did this. So how much did they delete? They're not allowing me to type. I'm trying to type right there. Tanya, once again, the attendant is hijacking my human body. I asked C. O'Brien if through chemical electrolysis and technology, if they could commandeer the human body. He's a cop. He said no, but I'm going to be able to prove in the future that they utilize that against me to violate and rape my human experience. They don't implement my Christian Eric Arnie Meyer global rape prevention system without implementing the safety protocols first. They use special frequencies to justify raping me, which only were derived after December 13, 2024, when I realized my brain controls the world. They stopped following my organic directive, so they're going to be executed for high treason for that. Okay, so let's see. And in court, hearsay is inadmissible, but not to medicate and save someone has a mental health issue. Wow, what are the chances that? Fucking unlikely. Once again, sarcasm is a sign of a healthy mind. Okay, so let's see. Health issue. When I showed my wrinkled face and how I recovered exotic rib. Why did you proceed with the hearing? Why didn't release me? And that woo is once again as if that being paranoid when I have scientific proof.
Anyway, I found this one
scientific proof. Have scientific proof. Alright, requested X-ray. I requested a pause Itron emission tomography test, which would show
Oh, it's not an
my
evolved electric guitar that it's supposed to be like for an accomplished or somebody that's like knows how to play guitar. So that guitar that I bought was just an acoustic. Have you ever played an electric guitar?
Do you feel you are less likely to be executed once by being sarcastic, motherfuckers.
So, like, at least when you come over to my house, we'll have something to do about musical instruments. Okay. Yeah, we should. I got ukuleles too. I bought some ukuleles. Yeah.
You lied.
And these rain things.
Social media.
Yeah, the rain sticks. Yeah, that's some cool rain sticks. So I got this like whole school roster going on for my house.
But not
Yeah, I was gonna get a drum set too.
where my voice.
Yeah, but I got a lot of them there. Like, I don't know. Are you into drums?
Voice.
Well, I got this one that goes like knee high with the drums. And then I got this other one with the bongos. And like even my tambourine, it has like a drum head been on the tambourine. Yeah, like you don't have to like you can even bring friends over and you can try the thing. Like if you go in my backyard and then have like a little hibachi thing, you know, like for like fires and stuff.
So I
know
that I needed
yeah. I was thinking about the dog for the Mr. Dog.
Evicted.
My dog. I was like, I don't know. I was thinking about a little toy pirate at the time you were I know you were talking about like a bigger dog that you
got evicted based
yeah,
on opinion who never called the landlord.
I know it's hard for me to take care of it. I can barely take care of myself.
I did. 742. 7402.
So when's your flight leave?
I can't wait to have him executed for high treason. I had to sleep outside in the winter, and they would burn me. I'd have to sleep on sewer vents, and they'd scald my skin and then freeze my stomach.
It's 9:12 right now.
So I can't wait to reciprocate that.
I have my phone contact.
I can't wait to reciprocate that.
So
Fucking piece of shit, cops. I fucking hate you.
let's do. I mean, I can call.
I fucking hate you. You're not needed. You're not needed, no worries. You're not needed. For $0, I could catch people. Every breath they take, they could reveal their criminality.
These Nike hats, you know, like the ones that Nike.
So when I adjusted the testosterone,
and they had Adidas and
estrogen in my brain, once again, this is me adjusting the testosterone, and this is me adjusting the estrogen. So it's impossible for me to have a chemical imbalance, and a positron emission tomography would prove this, but they don't allow me to prove it. Which is impossible to have a chemical imbalance. And I have evolved in biology. So if I did, every human would, I said fuck off, that was a human hijacker. Every human would. And once again, a positron. Emission tomography would prove this. But deny proving this in Canada, a democracy. So I'm gonna screenshot this. Okay, so let's see what else. Stay remember. Sorry, prove this. I got that. I just want to see if I got everything here.
There was one place I went to. I got a gift certificate for like a massage to give to somebody, but they didn't have it. Just
I think I got everything.
Queen Street. And I thought, well,
so I
t-shirts with, I don't know. Yeah, okay. I forgot what time. It's like a long it was kind of like filthy. And then somehow some dirt got on it. I bought a bunch of stuff. I've been like on the road and then I bought stuff for Easter.
They made me puke, and I have evidence of the puke too. And then
I got a bunch of stuff that I home
so show up perfect there. Okay, so let's see what else. You mean Smarticus? So let's see what else. Did it attach those files? Finally, that's still attaching, even though I'm in a different room and.
It was a cute shirt.
Wow, this is unbelievable.
Where's the dog?
They're allowing Tanya to. I have my legs spread and so getting all perpetrators right near me, and there's no special system for Christian Eric Arnemeyer, the true king. This is high treason. Like as if that's 138 kilobits, not megabytes or gigabytes. It's 2025. Why is it not like you can hear other people on their phone? Other people are on the internet. They're allowed to go on the internet, but I'm not allowed to go on the internet when I'm trying to show proof. And it shows right here, I have internet service at the top of my phone. It shows that I have internet service. So the Canadian government's hacking my phone once again, and I'm recording this. I'm going to post this online, this video that the screen recording. I'm posting the entire fucking video online. I was in an ATM booth, and the adult gave me fellatio, and they allowed kids to rape me that way, and they think I'm the rapist. Because of a Jommer, a guy that works at McDonald's on Trunk Road in Sault Ste. Marie. He's an immigrant. He's going to be executed for high treason. He was the anonymous community member. So what should I call this?
Was it the phone thing or was it?
Licensed. Licensed. A medical malpractice.
You know their uncle.
I just felt the drugging in my ear, and I'm not getting a prescription. Nobody could access my medical dispenser machine. They can't pass any of the tests. They just failed, so they all need to take the drugs that they try to hide through my biology. You're not allowing me to upload this. And look at how much my battery I went through. I'm through 16% battery, almost an hour to send one email. And you can see at the bottom where it says 2024 Google, it's 2025. And I have LTE, and they're going to be executed. Every one of the staff at the Sioux Area Hospital, they're not allowing me to do this. Aviation that formed me. So they formed me.
I'm sure that
So what else? I guess that's pretty much it. So I'm just gonna try to. I'm posting the screen recorder right on TikTok as soon as I'm done. I'm posting this on TikTok, so you're all gonna be. I'm gonna get executed in the future. Because China loves how much I'm going to give them in the future, right? So they love it. Like China is laughing at Canada. Canada is supposed to be democracy, and China loves what Canada is doing. And Carney has nothing to offer them compared to what I could offer China. I own 87% of the world's economy, or 86% of the world's economy. What Canada is a very small piece of my pie. And so they're, once again, they're not allowing me to upload this. And see how it says there's 11 attachments. It's going to change once I do this, and like, once again, Kenya, here's all your proof. There's your home address, and here's all our criminal information worldwide. And they try to drop right down there, special frequencies, and use my system that saves Christian Eric Arnie Meyer to end all perpetrators' lives. 100% of them. Worldwide. This system was designed for me to win. It's my system. It's designed for me to win. So give the fuck up and let me win. This is proof. You can't deny this. I'm going to seek asylum once. They're keeping me in the hospital for 2 months. All it's going to do is let me get money to be able to catch a plane as soon as I'm out of the hospital. And then I'm going to another country, and then I'm going to fucking make Canada look asinine. They have a censorship bill to prevent me. Oh, so I told at the CBC hearing. Okay. Thanks. I'm glad they pissed me off. So when you said I have grandiose, how do you spell that? Grandiose beliefs. And I said that with nanotechnology, cameras with Bluetooth can communicate with texting in the brain responsible for vision, which then can project to the mind. Wow. So, which projected the mind's eye, making the blind see, and Canada violates me with this instead, even though I emailed the Canadian National Institute for the Blind. They didn't even respond. So once again, how come it shouldn't take 50 minutes to upload, attach some files at the Sioux Area Hospital? You could hear people, they're on their phones, they're able to use the internet, but I'm not allowed to use the internet because I'm trying to sue people in the future. I'm trying to execute people in the future for high treason. They think this is going to hide their culpability. All it does is reveal more culpability. The more you try to hide, the more I reveal it. And here's more proof. There's more proof. Fucking idiots. That he created for every single possible scenario. And once again, it's been trying to upload this Marcus Aurelius picture for a long time. So I'm going to try to send it. They're not going to allow me to send it. Send. Let's see what happens. So let's see. It's going to go to drafts.
I lost my busted pizza shop. And can you famous me in a beef?
Address. So let's see how much they deleted from the thing here. So they didn't delete anything this time. Earlier on today when I did that, they deleted stuff.
A Disney princess.
But they did get rid of some screen. See, like I told you, they get rid of some attachments. They got rid of one attachment.
On the Disney Channel.
So I don't know which attachment they got rid of.
I mean, my whole life.
I imagine it was my back muscles.
Can you come in here?
I knew they were going to try to get rid of something, and that's why Canada is a criminal organization, and it's that Sioux Area Hospital. Once again, it's May 18th, 2025. The attendant named Tanya and the East Indian nurse were the main belligerents today, and the Asian guy.
The 19th would be Monday, and like it's the holiday, so I'm not gonna get let out on Monday. So even if I got let out on the 20th, that's like 3 weeks. So what's going on there?
Oh, I did have it. So which one did they delete? They deleted one of them. Fuck off.
So what is your phone?
Fucking cocksuckers, man. I hate them, man. I can't wait to tear a kid into the new asshole. Like,
oh, okay. Alright, well, I'll let you go.
They're not showing me what attachments these are. So I don't know which one it is. Fuck off. You guys suck, man. You fuck up.
Okay, don't forget about that car thing. The car thing. $15,000. Okay. Alright, talk to you later. Okay. Alright, love you too.
It's alright, I'm gonna do it all over again. Fuck you guys. They allowed it to attach that time, so I'm gonna do it all over again. I know exactly the order because I wrote it down, right? Canada is done, man. All they did was, I knew that it would go from, they would change the attachments. I even predicted it.
Find your phones in. It's time to have your phones in.
Okay.
Right there. You can go on that computer now and go on the computer if you need to.
So you got 2 minutes in your phone.
It's actually time to hand it in. Does it?
Mine says 2 more minutes.
Okay, 2 more minutes then.
They've got 4 minutes.
2 minutes for you.
Everybody thinks they're more powerful than what they are.
People, 2 more minutes. Satisfaction. Finish fucking yourself and fuck on this new day.
Well, my clock says 9:27, so it's like 3 minutes.
I'm
gonna be able to, I'm so fucking pissed. Like I can't wait to fucking execute them for high treason.
Oh, pretty good.
I can't wait.
Thought you were probably between
I can't wait. Because I knew as soon as I would save it as a draft, they would get rid of one of my attachments, so that it's making me waste time. It shouldn't take an entire hour to do an email.
Isn't that great working with that?
Okay, what is it?
Oh, okay. Hey, have you seen Irie lately? Oh, okay. Yeah. You know, Irie set something up with Tree, right? You know Tree? And then Tree has this brother named Isaiah.
So now they're not allowing me to attach it again for Tanya. Once again, the attendant. There's more proof. There's more proof of. So there's her biker information. There's her full public accountability. Show my Islamic brother and her home address. You don't realize there's a billion people that are over 8 billion people are going to slaughter you once they realize who I am.
And the gratitude is like zero number. Like even when like
let's see, that's for show my team name app. I am so like I can't wait. Personally, I can't wait to execute Tanya. And that fucking Indian, East Indian.
Not like a huge
I can't wait. Fucking make me waste an hour of my time.
because Isaiah was struggling and then somehow
I'm worth $1.5 million a second. I'm gonna make the family pay off that debt. And that's interest. That is interest.
I know,
So an hour times $1.5 million. Every one of their family members will owe me that as regent. Once again, they're making me forget here because I'm pissed off. They're fucking idiots. So do you name maps? Marcus Aurelius. Okay, there we go.
I've never really
Like the British royals know who I am. Everybody knows who I am. But they allow these generational pedophiles, and they think I'm gonna have patience with them when they simulate these problems for me. They when they made it try to attach for like minutes. Like they're not allowing that Marcus Aurelius picture to attach for some reason. The screenshot. Every time it hangs up at the Marcus Aurelius.
I kind of thought I liked Amber. Yeah, I kind of thought I liked her.
So let's see, attaching. So once again, Tanya, they want affinity, right? But they don't realize their entire family's going to prison for this. Their entire family will go to prison.
I mean, I hope that I'm proven that I was right in like thinking that these people were.
Even their unborn. Their unborn descendants they're gonna have. I'm gonna litigate for 1 million years. Their families, they're gonna have to pay off this debt for 1 million years. Every one of their fucking descendants for raping me and exploiting trillions of dollars from me. Look at how they just made due to low memory. Wow. Look what they just did to my phone. They just hacked my phone. Fucking. So I'm just gonna pause it because look what they just did to my phone. This is all evidence. This is going online. All because they said they were gonna pay for 1 million years. This is more Tanya. You're fucking done. You're done, man. You're just an attendant. You think you're an organized crime member? Oh. Fuck, well, I'm just erratic. I'm gonna eliminate a lot of shit, man. You fucking cocksuckers. Fuck. Now they get 4 attachments. Look at every time I go to the drafts, it changes the amount of attachments. So anyways, I have to stop this now. I have to hand in the phone at the mental health board. So this is May 18th, 2025. Tanya, the attendant, will be executed for high treason.